Hey there folks, this is Josh, Stoney Ridge Farmer. Welcome back to another gorgeous day here on the Stoney Ridge Farm. It's morning and it's cold. It's about 25 degrees out here and we're about to fire up the big TYM T1104 tractor and take the Woods Batwing mower and go mow the last mow of the year. So we've got about a 4-acre little pasture over here that borders my land. It's actually my neighbor's property, but we're gonna go over there and give them a little Christmas gift. We're gonna mow their pasture for them. My neighbor's not had the best of health and we want to take good care of our neighbors. That's what it's all about, right? So this cold, chilly morning, we're gonna go ahead, fire up the TYM, let the hydraulic fluid and all that stuff get all warmed up, and then we're gonna take it over across the farm and mow a pasture with that Woods Batwing. Once we get over there, we'll talk to you a little bit about what we're mowing. This pasture has not been very well maintained and we've got a lot of saplings and trees that we had to push out of the pasture in order to accomplish this job. Should be fun. Hope you guys enjoy. We're gonna put the Batwing to work for the last day this winter. After this, we put on the drag harrow and we start dragging manure out in our pastures.
I ain't afraid of work. I ain't afraid of play. I ain't afraid to get the job done and do it my own damn way. I ain't afraid of life, times like this. If you mess with my freedom, I'll tell you just what you can kiss. That's right.
Big T. Oh, baby. Cold weather, starting the tractor. We're gonna let our glow plug cycle about 3 times before I fire this puppy up. Oh, she's cold, baby. She is too cold. Maybe we won't be starting the tractor. I've got to pop the hood on this critter. The winter cold weather and batteries, and not running this machine very frequently. Oftentimes we have to jump off in the winter time when we've got something, especially something as big as this tractor right here. So I'm gonna go ahead and raise up the hood, grab the jump box, and we'll hook up to this battery. Kind of a bummer, but is what it is. I'm not even sure where the battery is. Let me find it. No battery there. I don't think the battery's under the hood. Typical tractor, a battery would be right there, but I don't see it. I think the battery is right over here under this cover. Yep. So the problem is I need to shut off my battery in the winter time so that it doesn't drain down. There are electronics that run on this machine, whether the battery's hooked up or not. So battery's on this side. Go ahead and freeze our fingers off. I fired this thing up yesterday afternoon. It was about 60 degrees, but cold batteries just don't do well. Running it today will help charge that battery back up just right. Let's see if our new jump box does its job. Goo-loo to the rescue. Guys, this is called a Goo-loo jump box. It's 100% charged right now. If this will start, this 100 horsepower tractor, we have got an awesome jump box. That's all I have to say. I did start a pickup truck with it yesterday. There we go. And it did fantastic. Says it's ready. Let's see. Dude, this thing's awesome. In the last 4 days, I have used this at least 4 times, maybe 5 times. It's from Goo-loo. I will post a link down there in the video description. Definitely easier than hooking up to a machine and trying to jump another machine. Serious time saver right there, especially in wintertime, and it charges multiple ways, so you can just keep this in your car. If it's wintertime and you got a battery it's a little bit weak, or you got a piece of machinery you don't use much. Essential item I did not know I needed for my farm. Cool. Let's let the tractor warm up. We'll zip on over and get the mowing done. Lubrication, the lifeblood of every piece of equipment. This is my DeWalt grease gun right here. Super handy tool to have, guys. Super handy tool. In case you don't know, there's a link in the video description to my Amazon page, and basically all the tools that I use on the channel are featured down there, so you can click them and find them easy. Let's go ahead, we'll drop the deck and we'll lube everything up. One of the coolest features, if I don't fall off of this mower because it's got ice, one of the coolest features of this Batwing is the fact that I can raise these covers up just like that, and I don't have to take any bolts or screws loose in order to accomplish that task. We'll find our lubrication points, go ahead and get her greased. Well, that grease is moving slow this morning. Boy, frosty mornings like this can really be a challenge on a farm, especially when you're depending on equipment that is electronic and or has hydraulics. It takes a little bit of time to warm up the hydraulics on any machine like this. So we're also gonna fire up the mower. We're gonna let it kind of go at a slow speed just for a little bit before we even start cutting. And that will help to get the grease warmed up and the oils warmed up in all those grease fittings and all those knuckles and inside the gearboxes for each one of these cutting blades. Get her through the gate. It's a really sharp turn. Yeah, no problem. Guys, you can see we've got to go in between quite a few trees right here. We're gonna rub some trees up on the cab of this machine. I hate to do that, but it is what it is. We're gonna go ahead and make sure that we are engaged into four-wheel drive for this job. We don't want to tear up any pasture. There's a little mud hole we're gonna go in right here. Yeah, mud's frozen. Kind of a narrow bridge right here. This is a seasonal creek that we're crossing. I've got an 18-foot pipe in here. And that's a pretty tight fit for this tractor. Okay, sharp turn. Woo, daddy, that's a pucker. That's a pucker factor 14. Oh, ooh, it's the first time I've ever taken this over here. Ooh, a little pucker there. All right, drop the deck. These are the levers we use to drop the deck. That falls via gravity, and so does the other one. In other words, you have to be on flat ground for them both to fall at the same time. We're gonna have to do a little movement here. Pull forward just a little bit. Shuttle shift. There, you'll see it drop now. That might seem a little bit odd to you, but it's less taxing on the hydraulic system. There we go, we get our deck level, and then we drop. Awesome. Let's get busy mowing. guys, these are some of the saplings that we're cutting here. That's some of the debris that I had to push out with the skid loader the other day. And these are some of the saplings also. They're not too awful big, but they're not too small either. So there's a bunch of them in this area and then a bunch up through there. It's a pretty large field. Alright guys, thanks so much for watching the channel today. This little field, like I said, is around 4 acres. It's something I've needed to address for quite some time, but I had to wait until the ground froze in order to get out on this field with this big heavy tractor. When you've got a big heavy piece of equipment like this, and I'd say the tractor with the mowing deck probably weighs over 12 to 14,000 pounds, we want to be very careful to not damage the land and cut ruts in the land. So that's what the delay is this year. You'll see a lot of broom sedge or broom straw in this pasture, and you'll see a lot of little saplings go down. That's just part of it. If you don't maintain and or put fertilizer on a field around here, it goes to the woods, basically. The woods will try to take the pasture back. You guys are seeing a lot of broom straw or broom sedge here because we live in tobacco country, and the tobacco country has been over-farmed. It really has been over-farmed. There's just no topsoil here, and therefore the noxious weeds and trees try to grow, and the broom sedge tries to grow in. The pH of the soil around here is about 4, where it's been over-farmed, and all our topsoil is either in the Chesapeake Bay or it's in the Cape Fear River Basin here in North Carolina. We're cutting this a little bit high today. You'll notice that. We're not cutting it all the way down to the ground. We want to make sure that we're just knocking the tops out of the weeds and brush here. We're not going to cut it all the way down as smooth as a golf course. This Woods Batwing mower will cut really short, and it'll cut almost as good as a zero turn. The fit and finish of this mower is absolutely fantastic. It does a great job. We're going to sharpen the blades on this, and we'll show you guys the quick change blade system that Woods has. It's a very cool setup, very cool system. That'll be a future video. I'll show you how this thing works. Yeah, baby, that's what I'm talking about. Got the job done here, guys. I think it looks absolutely fantastic. Excuse the background noise, but there's a little noise going on. So if you look, the field looks great. Everything mowed out good. There's a few briar bushes sticking up in here, but all in all, the 2IM did a fantastic job with that Woods Batwing mower. I had to come out of that jacket, man. It got warm out here. It's a good thing we started early while the ground was frozen. So, folks, I hope you enjoyed today's video. It was a little bit of fun here, a little bit of tractoring. The final mow of the year. I've got one more tiny little pasture to mow over on the other side of the farm. We'll take care of that and we'll be good to go. Guys, thanks a lot for joining me here on the Stoney Ridge Farm channel. We'll see you in the next video. We're gonna get the sawmill out. We just rescued a big, pretty pine log. We're gonna make some 2x4s. Awesome. See you guys. Have a great day. Woo!
Come on down to the Stoney Ridge. Bring your wife and bring your kids. We're living life pure and sweet. That's the way it's supposed to be, Stoney Ridge. Woo!
And we get some jobs done. Hit the tractor, dog. Come on, baby. Come on. What is in my eye? Gulu to the rescue! I run into the thing there. My fingers are frozen, my fingers are frozen, my fingers are frozen, the door is going really slow. What in the world has happened in the shop? I got water in my fuel. Go find the camera. Whoopsie daisy, I think we need to cut that limb. It's over! What are you doing? You still here? We gotta hook up the drag harrow, man. I gotta go. See ya.